Hello, welcome to WTOL 11 News and WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Tatiana Cash. Thanks so much for joining us here online. Now, it was definitely a warm start to the day, so meteorologist John Birchfield can definitely tell us if we set a record. Fingers crossed. So, John, what's on tap for the rest of this weekend?
Well, Tatiana, back to reality tomorrow, but we not only set the record, we shattered it, hitting 65 degrees today, the old December 9th record, over half a century old, and that one was only 60 degrees. So 5 degrees warmer today, certainly felt more like spring than December. Temperatures have fallen to the 50s with a few spots north and west like Hillsdale and Williams counties, down to the 40s behind a cold front. All of the remaining showers are now south and east of the Maumee River, and we're continuing to see a few steadier areas of rain in locations like Crawford County, Erie, and Huron counties. And there's that cold front ushering in some changes for your Sunday. We are going to be nearly 25 degrees cooler tomorrow at 41 degrees, and an isolated flurry or sprinkle is going to be possible. I'll break down the rest of the forecast and when that sun returns coming up in just a bit. Tatiana?
All right, thanks, John. The war between Israel and Hamas continues to intensify, along with the calls for a ceasefire. At a UN Security Council meeting, the U.S. was the sole veto for a resolution calling for an end to the fighting. CBS News reports.
Israeli airstrikes are raining down on the city of Khan Yunis in southern Gaza as the now 2-month-old war appears to have no end in sight. America is the one sending weaponry, this man said. They support Israel to kill the youth, children, women, and the elderly. Conditions are worsening inside the territory, with residents growing more desperate by the day. Our CBS News colleagues in Gaza captured the moment desperate civilians rush a UN truck carrying water.
The brutality perpetrated by Hamas can never justify the collective punishment of the Palestinian people.
At the UN in New York, the U.S. was the only nation that vetoed a Security Council resolution calling for an end to the fighting, the U.S. instead arguing for humanitarian pauses. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu thanking the U.S. for standing by Israel, while rallies worldwide are calling for a ceasefire. Back home, growing concern over a more than 300% surge in anti-Semitic incidents since the start of the Israel-Hamas war.
Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules or code of conduct?
Growing scrutiny, too, for the college presidents at Harvard, University of Pennsylvania, and MIT after widely panned answers to that question at a congressional hearing. Late Saturday, Penn President Liz McGill tendered her resignation. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
The teen who shot and killed multiple students in a Michigan high school was sentenced yesterday. 17-year-old Ethan Crumbley was sentenced to life without parole for carrying out the Oxford High School shooting back on November 30th, 2021. The then 15-year-old shot and killed 4 classmates and injured 6 others, including 1 teacher. All right, well, shifting gears for a moment, check this out. MVP pitcher and designated hitter Shohei Ohtani signed the largest baseball contract of all time. Ohtani scored a $700 million contract for the Dodgers, and the next closest is going to be Mike Trout at $425 million. Yeah, no, that's a big drop. Now, his ability to compete for a CY Young Award as well as a Silver Slugger is something that baseball apparently has never seen before. Ohtani has won 2 of the last 3 MVP awards. Go him. Now, more than half of the overdose deaths in the U.S. were linked to opioids in the last few years, and the CDC found it to be around 75% back in 2021. The Lucas County Sheriff's Office says locally the opioid crisis has been a problem dating back to 2014, which is when they actually started the Drug Abuse Response Team, or DART. This week on Leading Edge, we tackle the response to opioid abuse and the model program in Lucas County helping addicts get their life back on track.
In my opinion, it's unlike any other law enforcement program across the country. We are truly developing a very unique relationship, and it's a part of our law enforcement that is, I'm glad it's getting recognized because this is becoming a national model. Deflection is where a lot of local first responder programs are heading towards.
Leading Edge is going to be tomorrow, Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. Now to weather.
Hope you enjoyed that spring feel. Today, we officially hit a record high temperature of 65 degrees at Toledo Express Airport. The old record over 70 years ago, back in 1952, where 60 was recorded, certainly felt more like an April or a May day rather than a December one. Current temperatures are still hanging on to the 50s, but you can feel the breeze kicking up as temperatures fall behind a cold front. You'll notice cooler conditions to the north and west, already down in the 40s in Hillsdale, Williams, and Fulton counties. Still 55 degrees in Napoleon, and south and east of the metro, that cold front is moving on through, and we are going to be in store for a bit of a rude awakening tomorrow morning. Any lingering showers across the metro are going to be incredibly light and sparse, and you'll notice the steadier pockets of rain are now well to the south and east of the river. Some areas that are still getting some drenching rainfall include eastern Seneca County, Crawford County, Huron County, and Erie County. Between Sandusky and Norwalk, there's a pocket of rain, and also between Tiffin and Bucyrus, some steadier showers as well. Back to reality tomorrow. Flurries and sprinkles and a much colder feel with temperatures about 25 degrees lower than they were today. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. Later this evening, that cold front is going to bring dry weather as all of the rain pushes off into eastern Ohio and Pennsylvania. Overnight, that cold front is history. We may actually see a few brief glimpses of sunshine early in the day. Sun's not going to last long as a cooler breeze kicks up out of the west-northwest, and a few isolated rain and snow showers will be possible into the afternoon. Hour-by-hour forecast. As that cold front moves on through, any remaining rain showers are likely to be south and east of the Toledo metro. Overnight tonight, dry weather returns. A few glimpses of sunshine will be possible, but that cloud cover moves in as a cooler northwesterly breeze develops. And into the afternoon, gray skies. The green shows you a sprinkle or two. The blue indicates a flurry. Most of the day going to be dry, and not going to see any accumulation out of this, but it'll still make for a bit of a bleak and damp feel. High temperatures are only going to be at 41 degrees, a much cooler day to cap off the weekend. Now, if you're looking forward to brighter skies, Monday will deliver. There will be some cloud cover lingering early, turning sunny by the afternoon. Still a bit brisk feeling Monday. Tuesday, we do crank up the temperatures to the mid-40s, but the winds shift to the southwest. It'll be a bit breezy as well. And Wednesday, we're looking at another sunny day. This 10-day forecast is going to be incredibly quiet. We have sunshine all week long, and it'll turn milder by Thursday and Friday with temperatures in the mid to even upper 40s. Next weekend promises dry weather to start, but we are watching a potential system Sunday into Monday that could bring us some additional rain showers. Overall, lots of sunshine in that 10-day forecast. Temperatures remaining well above December averages. Tatiana?
All right, sounds good, John. What's also going to sound good, Lucas County Children's Services is continuing to collect toys for the kids they serve, and they found actually a unique way to do it. This time it's the annual Shred for a Toy event where you collect new and unwrapped toys for children in the community. Obviously, what happens is community members shred documents for free by exchanging it for a free, again, unwrapped toy. Look at all those toys. Yay! LCCS is partnering with Crew Shred and Burger King to host this event as their final big toy drive actionable.
And it's partnerships like this that allow us to continue the gift drive because we need input from all parts of the community. And this is just another way that we outreach to the community and, hope to interact with them and get our message out that our kids need their support.
LCCS is going to collect toys until the 20th. And of course, they want to remind you that they're also looking for foster parents as well. Kids in Bowling Green got a jolly special guest at the Wood County District Library. Yes, see, Santa. He visited the BG, read them the classics of The Night Before Christmas. And after reading, it took time to hear about what they wanted. Of course, that's always Santa's big thing to do. St. Nick says that every kid in Bowling Green has been a good little boy and girl this year.
It's so great to see them so happy. I'm glad that they're all happy and they're ready for Christmas to come.
Now, fun fact, Mrs. Claus is going to go back to the library tomorrow. It's going to be there at Bowling Green's Library Children's Place at 2 p.m. Don't miss it.
Oh, that's really sweet. I'm sure they're all on the nice list this year.
Yes.
I bet Santa was a little sweaty, though, with that beard and
Yeah, he packs on the pounds, of course, for the winter to stay warm and insulated.
Yeah, the North Pole's a little colder than Toledo this time of year.
Yeah, sorry, Santa.
Yeah, how about that record high temperature? Hope you got outside. If you're watching at home, 65 degrees. Our official record today shattered the 1952 record of 60. Tomorrow, though, going to be a bit of a wake-up call as we drop down to the lower 40s. Most of the day is going to be dry, but a couple sprinkles and flurries possible in the afternoon. Brighter skies returning Monday, still a bit brisk. Tuesday, we climb back to the mid-40s, but the southwest breeze picks up. Wednesday, we drop a couple notches down. Thursday and Friday are poised to be some nice and mild days to cap off the work week. Next weekend brings dry weather to start, and our next system holds off until Sunday into Monday. Overall, things are looking very quiet. No signs of any snow in that forecast. And Tatiana, with the way things are trending, I would not get your hopes up for Christmas snow. But before you know it, Christmas is going to be in that 10-day forecast.
Oh, my goodness. So what you're saying is you're not going out and shopping for us some snow this year for Christmas at the Meteorological Center.
Today felt like Christmas in July. You know, it was balmy, 65. Saw some folks in shorts out there.
Yeah, I loved it. I saw lots of folks, pushing the baby's carriages and walking the dogs and just, lighter jackets and coats. So not complaining about that.
Yeah, felt amazing.
All right. Thank you, John. And thank you for joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. Hopefully you will catch us a little bit later on WTOL 11 News at 11. Have a great night.